We have a huge defending situation in Chelsea. I knew it. I knew it at the start of the season, and when everybody was saying, no, I did not know. I thought we had full CBs, but I'm just realizing right now that since Levi Cowell's injury, we have been in situations. We are playing at the back. At the back, there's this meme where the guy is so good in front, and then at the back it just cracks, just stinks. We are stinking at the back, and I don't want to blame Maresca for it because I know. But I've some few questions. First, in the games where I've seen Achampong play, I've seen he's so relaxed, he's doing his thing, and I'm just wondering why is he getting subbed off? Why is he in the bench? Is it because of his years? I have seen people younger than him, Kubasi in Barcelona, play every other game. I've seen people younger than him, people weaker than even Hudson. We're going to sign Hudson, and I think they're nearly at the same age, 19, 20, 21. Play every other game, play in Real Madrid. Why do we think that we can't just decide to give Achampong the honors of being our CCB? Why do we have to rely on Tosin when the two goals we have conceded, of course, the first one was cancelled, but the goal we conceded first against Fulham, which was cancelled, and then this one, they were all the same goal, similar goal, one-on-one. If we can't have a CCB who can't tackle a person one-on-one, if we believe whenever our CB gets a one-on-one with the striker, it always ends up in a goal. Why do we have to keep on repeating that? And these are not very world-class strikers. Like it's Josh King. It's Josh King playing for Fulham. It's just King. It's not even Semenyo. It's not even. So when he missed like a world-class winger, when we'll be playing Liverpool, when we'll be playing Arsenal, when we'll be playing Man City, when we'll be playing in such situations, Spurs, there's a highly likelihood that we'll concede. I'm just asking Maresca. I'm just telling Maresca that if you know this is going to happen, as much as you are the coach, as much as you don't do it, I'll want him, I want us the way we saw, the way last season, the way we kept asking for Nkunku, and then we saw Nkunku play, and then you are like, okay, you are satisfied with your decisions. I just want us to see Achampong play in that position. If he messes up, we'll come back and say, okay, you can do your thing. But right now, this is the story of every coach. This is the story of every club. If you are losing, if you are losing points, if you are conceding, if you are not making the progress that is needed, then as fans, we can question your decision making. There's no way we are going to let you just keep on losing and keep on telling us that we don't know shit. We can question our decision making. We can question the reason why you have the back the way it is. It's the same way we question in first half, like, why do we have three CBs at the back when there are two right backs? And when you brought in, the game all of a sudden changed to an extent, proving to you that whatever you are doing, the decision making that you are making, were not very instrumental in us getting the 3 points. I don't know what you are doing. I don't know if you are thinking like you have a whole canvas of whatever is going to happen. We don't know. You have to face the enemy that you're seeing. I know there's a thing of you keep food in the barn and everything for rainy season and anything, but you can't do that in football because who who would have thought that Colwell will be injured and not in a game in a training session? Was it in a training session? So you can't just for a very particular game, for a very important game, like say we can't push these players in this level when some of the players are getting injured in training, when some of the players will the people we are saving probably will get injured in Bayern Munich. Probably they might not play the way that we think they will play in Bayern Munich. Like you are giving people time and then they go there and the people who have been playing throughout, they still win the game. Like Bayern Munich still win the game with less recovery time. And it's just a shit on your face. Like you'll just look like a fool. Right now, we can't sign another defender. Right now, you'll have to deal with the defenders that are there. But we have seen Tosin has a problem with the defending one-on-one. I have been one of those guys who has been asking, who has been saying like put Tosin there. Now, because we have seen him for a couple of games, I think those are things that you can't coach. Those are decision making that you can't coach. Like sometimes if you know you are going to play in a game where we will probably be facing, because if you are attacking, if you are having a lot of possession and we are attacking or we are on the other teams have, there's a high probability likelihood that they will get a counter attack. There's a high probability that they will get a counter and just attack us and end up with one-on-one either versus Chaloba or versus Tosin. And if Tosin can't defend, we'll also know that there's a high probability that if that occurs, it always ends up in a goal. Now, as a coach, I know you think this thing differently, but as a person who, as the statistician guy, I know whenever we are in that position, we'll concede. Now, if I was the statistician and I was recommending solutions for you, I'll tell you that whenever we play such a game, you don't come with the same arsenal as you would if you probably were playing in a game where that wasn't, the probability of that occurring was very low. That's the thing. If you are going to face a lower team and expecting counterattacks, like expecting a one versus one, then we shouldn't be putting in Tosin. And I think Achampong has proved in certain game, especially in the first game, was it the first game versus Crystal Palace, that he can do just as well. He can do just as good as any other defender. Put him there. Put him there. Anyway, if we are conceding goals, why does it matter conceding goals if you have Tosin and versus if you have Achampong? Are we in agreement? Mr. Maresca, see who I'm speaking to. Anyway, nice day and subscribe.